Yesterday on the University of Illinois campus, a innocent soul was arrested for the simple crime of trying to get an education. Yes, I'm talking about the cow that got let loose on the campus and then had to get tranked a bunch of times and finally got, I guess, taken back to wherever it was. This is probably the biggest news story on the campus that happened in the last week or so. Everyone was talking about it yesterday. It was absolutely crazy and just insane. I really found this out through like a class group chat that I was in from last semester, but someone literally just went in and said, "Hey, I think you guys enjoy this." And then I did kind of enjoy the fact that there was a cow running around. It was the big news, and I guess there's so many videos of the cow getting loose on campus, and I want to show you the absolute carnage and chaos that the cow was causing on campus. That was a tongue twister, wasn't it? All right, well, let's get going into all this fun little stuff. I'm just gonna show you a bunch of videos. I just want to show you this cow that got loose. That's really that's really it. So this is the first video right here. This is like, this shows that the cow was a little bit aggressive. It was trying to kill a lot of people, as you can see posted on Reddit. One of the big news stories. But yeah, look at this cow establish its ground.
What the hell?
Oh my
dude, that's insane, bro. Dude, why is there a freaking cow? God.
So yeah, as you can see, the cow like attempted to get some people here. This is like one of the main roads through campus. It's kind of like it has like a high lot of foot traffic. That's what the word is. And like as you can see, it attempted to attack some innocent souls who were able to get out of the way, fortunately. And you can see right here, the cops were tracking down this cow the entire time. And they had to shut down the main quad while the cow was like over here, because literally the cops were apparently telling people like there's a 1,500-pound cow rampaging through campus right now. You guys got to be careful. And then they weren't lying. There was a 1,500-pound cow rampaging through campus. Here's another angle of it. This is like kind of a stand down or a showdown or whatever you call it, standoff. There you go with the cow that they had. As you can see, just shutting down the road. Guys holding a little gun, I think, or something, a trank dart at the cow, and they're just like look at it, shutting down the entire road. This is right outside the main library. I'm just talking right now because you don't really need to hear what anyone's saying. But yeah, this is right outside the main library. People were saying that it was unfortunate that they did attack the cow for simply trying to do the nice thing of getting an education. I feel like they should have let the cow go and just let it have its own education. And actually, fun fact, I happened to be in this building like an hour before this happened. So if I was an hour later, I would have walked out and I would have seen a fucking cow just chilling there for some reason, which, kind of disappointed that I missed that opportunity. Kind of disappointed in myself that I did not time my going abouts correctly. There's actually kind of like some, statewide news, like local news were talking about it, where the cow was actually loose on the campus, and like, a big story. They did end up getting it, as you can see right here. They're just gonna start dragging it across the road, or not the road, the sidewalk, as you can see. Fully tranked out, fully high, and whatever they put on the trank darts, And they had to take the entire team to try and get this cow off of being right outside the auditorium, which is like where the biggest auditorium for like classes, I think, in the school. I don't think anyone got hurt. Maybe those people got attacked by it there, but I'm pretty sure there was no like fatalities due to the cow's rampage over campus. So I think that's a good thing actually overall. We got some people messing around with what happened. I survived the UIUC cow 2026. Massive. I think this is AJ Red. I'm not the best with Illinois basketball players, but I think this is him. And as you can see, just the entire university is facing a traumatic event. Everyone's facing the fallout of the cow, as everyone is permanently afraid of just future occurrences of a cow running rampaging on campus, running rampant, and possibly destroying everything that we've known and loved and that we've built in these past years. And here's just like one more video of the cow. This person was kind of close. Here it is. It's making its way. I think this is like more south on campus. I'm pretty sure this right here is the education building. That dude, it's just terrified of the cow. What the fuck? And as you can see, I think I can draw the path which I think the cow took, because I do recognize these buildings. This is more towards the south. So this happened. This is like probably the first video we got of the cow on campus, honestly, if I'm recalling where it is on campus correctly. This is the first thing we've seen of the cow. And this person should have, warned. They should have pounded the siren saying, "Guys, cow alert. I know this is for tornadoes, but there's a cow on campus." Yeah, I guess this is the path that I took. And once again, poor soul right here, chilling by the garbage cans, probably throwing out some stuff. People, were kind of having fun with it. People were enjoying the moment. Some would call the cow a hero. Once again, I was saying it was an innocent soul trying to get an education that they, harmed and took away. Comparing it to the tank man, and the Tiananmen Square massacre with the cow. As you can see, one of one. You know, if you show these these two images to anyone, they'll not be able to distinguish these two events. You know, I only know that these are two different events because I've lived through at least one of them, and I did not see, you know, the events of the first image. But yes, this is once again the tragedy that happened with the cow. But in reality, I actually like to, you know, keep it 100% honest. Now, the reason why the cow was on campus, which is what everyone was wanting to know, because like, how the fuck did this happen? It was getting unloaded on a trailer at the College of Veterinary Medicine's large animal clinic, and I guess it just escaped. And they, you know, let it run around a little bit, and they had to do everything they possibly could to, or get the cow, you know, done and dusted. But what I think happened was, I guess there's a veterinary building over here somewhere in these parts, around these parts, probably somewhere over here. But the path that it took, as an expert of the field, is it probably went like up through the, you know, the cemetery here, as it said in the article, and then it went like up through here. This is the place that we saw that one guy almost get like clamped by the cow. I think it was over right here is where the video was getting taken. Like, this is the trash can, because this is the education building that we saw. It was either here or here in one of these two parking lots, and then it travels up all the way up to here. And then this is where it, you know, it turned. This is where it turned. This is the library. It went over here. And then I guess at some point it went died. Why the fuck is there a female bathroom here? Thank you, Google. Oh, another one, male bathroom. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. It went up through here. It went over diagonally here. Went all the way over here. And then this is where we finally saw the cow get handled. So that's pretty far, like at least like a mile or so that it got away from where it was. You know what? Hope you enjoyed this little story of a fun little event in, you know, one of the biggest schools in the country. No one died. No one died. We're all alive. We're all good. We're just a bit traumatized from a cow. We're gonna have to hold a vigil on the main quad. Everyone will be there, and we're gonna have to say that we'll get through this together. That's what I wanted to say for today. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.